Hey, how's everybody doing? It's the Allman in the Morning newsreel, and check this out. CNN is finally on the story about this Sestak job offer deal, and when CNN's actually interested, aside from just Fox News, you know something is about to pop. But still, NBC. This was even on NBC's Meet the Press show, where Sestak admitted that he was indeed offered a job to stay out of the whole Arlen Specter race. NBC isn't even following up on this story. I don't know what the deal is, but Joe Scarborough's right. You can see him on Allman's electric stove there. He's right. Crickets, unbelievable. Not even so much as an investigation about what's going on here. But suddenly now their rear ends are in a ringer, aren't they? Axelrod goes on TV, thanks to CNN, by the way. Axelrod goes on television and says that if indeed it did happen, it's hugely illegal. Ha! Kind of one of those landmines that only blows up when you step off of it, eh? Now, the only way to solve this problem is to get Sestak under the hot lights, I'm talking about congressional investigations, and find out exactly what happened here. I mean, normally I'm not much of a conspiracy theorist type of guy. I'm not really up for impeachment proceedings and all that other garbage. But I gotta tell you, this is reprehensible. Just the fact that it's being ignored is a problem in most of the mainstream media. Is Gibbs going to be asked about it? Is Obama finally going to talk about it? What exactly happened here? And if Axelrod is even admitting it's highly illegal, well, somebody's going to have to take the fall for this one, if indeed Sestak is telling the truth. So, is Sestak going to go on TV now and say that he misspoke? He's running for the United States Senate. How's that going to affect his candidacy if he's saying, well, I was actually running my mouth on Meet the Press and don't have a clue about what I was talking about? That'll hurt him. Now, I wonder whether Sestak is more interested in self-preservation as opposed to Obama preservation. We shall see. Hey, folks, have you heard about Les Phillips? He's this cool guy in Alabama, another politician from Alabama who is kicking some ass. First, it was Tim James. We speak English here in Alabama. Then it was Dale Peterson, who was calling his opponent a dummy while he was carrying his Winchester rifle. Now it's Les Phillips. He's a black guy, and he's running against a Navy pilot. And he says, listen, you can see the ad on Allman's Electric Stove right there, sponsored by MacArthur's Bakery. You can see the ad. And essentially he says, you know what? I'm not scared of Obama, and nobody's going to call me racist. Here's the deal. He's throwing the country into the tank, and I'm going after him. He's running for Congress, and he's a good guy, and I hope you check out that little piece there. Also, as it relates to the BP deal, they've tried everything but duct tape, and now it's starting to affect the shrimp, which is starting to make me mad. I mean, yeah, I know. I hate to see birds and pelicans and stuff covered in sludge, but I don't want my shrimp being really overly expensive either. And plus, you know, by the time I get down there, I hope they clean that baby up because I'm headed down to the beach in the not-too-distant future. And somebody was telling me on the phone today when they called into the show that actually they could do this nuclear option. They could blow the whole thing up, but BP doesn't want to lose that oil well. So it's actually their pocketbooks that are coming first, according to this caller, but we're investigating that. And Todd Starnes says that the federal government actually could make this all a little easier on the people down there in Louisiana if they would lift the EPA restrictions that force them not to build berms and sand dunes that could actually trap the oil before it gets on to the beach. Blowing things up, though, does have some consequences. I want to make sure you check out that video right there on Allman's Electric Stove of the decades-old story about the attempt to get rid of a beached whale by blowing it up. You got to check it out. It's on 971talk.com. Thanks a lot for listening to Allman in the Morning. We'll talk at you tomorrow.